We are live at the Supreme Court where the question that was just heard dealt with whether children would be treated fairly, whether parents can choose the best path for education for their kids, and it's all out of Maine. I've got Kelly Shackelford on this side and Leah Patterson on this side. Hi, Kelly.
Hey.
First, your reactions to what you heard today. What did you hear?
It was what we call a very hot panel, meaning very aggressive questioning, really intense, I think, anybody who listened to it. And even the people who were normally considered to be on our side still asked very difficult questions.
Yeah.
But I really, as I count and as I was watching the faces and watching the questions, there are 6 that are expected to be our way, and I still think there are 6 expected to be our way, and this will be a very significant landmark decision. I think they were pushing to try to get better answers to some of the difficult questions.
Yeah.
They might need that as they're writing the opinion our way, hopefully, and that's what we'll be praying for, certainly. But I feel like it went really well. Michael did an excellent job, and it's important that, the basic point is simple. Government discrimination against parents on the basis of religion is wrong, and it's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And it affects real people. Like our clients, the Nelsons, they're farmers. It affected them being able to put their child in the school where they wanted them to go. They had a right under the state law to their tuition benefit, and it was taken away, and they couldn't afford to make up for that. And so this really does affect people, and if we can get this turned around, which I'm hoping we'll do, it'll affect people all over the country in a very positive way. So a very important day, but I feel really good about how it went.
Okay, so you were inside the courtroom.
Yes.
And one of just a few that were allowed in there because they didn't have the usual audience. Leah, you were just down the street with some of the attorneys from Institute for Justice. We, of course, were co-counsel with them. What did you hear today? What stood out to you?
It was very interesting to me that Maine, in its argument, really could not come up with any good reason why they discriminate against religion. And at some points, they didn't even try to hide it. It was very obvious that religious discrimination is at the heart of this program's exclusion.
And there was one point where, if I was hearing it right, the attorney for Maine said there are no religious schools that are eligible for this program, which seems like quite an admission in the middle of this, isn't it?
He made a lot of admissions that we find very interesting. I'm sure the court will as well.
Yeah. When you did a head count, what did you see?
At least 6, perhaps more.